We were together for 7 whole years. I cooked for him. I stood by him when he had nothing and believed marriage was the next step. But one day, after spending Christmas with his family, he said that he doesn't think he can work anymore, that his people said I'm not their tribe. That's how I lost this man I built my life around. Because of language. Because of language. Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is place where I read real life stories and give real life advice. And this story surrounds issues like family pressure, marriage issues, heartbreak, betrayal. Name it. Name it. And if you're new here, please, and you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment on this video. This story today, let's just get into it. This lady said, Debbie, when I met this guy, he was living in a face me, I face you with his cousin. We had bumped into each other at the roadside canteen where I used to buy amala after work. We became friends. Before long, I found myself doing things I never did for any man, bringing food to him and all. We are from different tribes, yes, but I never saw it as a barrier. Nobody cared about speaking tribal language. At least we both speak English, and that was enough. Also, I thought we were each other's persons. He lost his job. I supported him so much. He got another one. We even celebrated with, I remember, Indomie and egg, boiled egg. I moved into my self contained apartment, and naturally, he started sleeping over often. My landlord didn't mind. Everyone felt we were even married. Maybe he worked offshore or something, things like that. Even when his mother fell sick, I helped him send money to them. When his sister gave birth, I also contributed. I was not a wife yet, though. He never for once said thank you in a big way, but I didn't care because love covered everything. He would say things like, ah, my people go like you, eh? Let them just meet you first. All those he has been saying. And he also said they don't discriminate, blah, blah, blah. People started asking questions, mostly from my side. When are people stealing this thing legally? 7 years and no ring? Are you sure you're not just his helper? I used to get really offended when people say these things to me because I believed so much in him. But every time we talked about marriage, he would say soon. His excuse was always his people want him to finish one more thing or the other before they fully support him. That thing in quotes kept changing. Sometimes job upgrade, sometimes land purchase, sometimes family crisis. I didn't push too hard so I don't look desperate. After all, we're already living like husband and wife. Until that December, he invited me to his village for Christmas. I was nervous but excited. Now, going there for the first time, it felt like a big step. I bought wrapper and a modest top, helped his mom in the kitchen, even tried to learn a few phrases in his language just to impress them. But the looks they gave me there, eh? His mother barely even said more than 2 words to me whenever I'm around her. His uncles kept asking, where is she from? Where is she from? I heard whispers I couldn't understand. Obviously, I don't speak their language, but the tone was clear. On the third night, his cousin pulled me aside and said that she hopes he told me that they don't like intertribal marriage in their family. I laughed it off. I thought love would be enough. After all, this guy knew and he still was with me. After we got back to town, he started acting cold. I confronted him. That was when he said it straight to me, Debbie. He said, like he has been waiting to tell me this thing since. He said he has been thinking maybe we are forcing this thing. Like I can't speak his language. His mother said that he shouldn't marry someone who can't communicate with her grandchildren. I stared at him like, after 7 years, you're realizing this now. He said that he didn't want to hurt me all this while, that he kept holding his family around. His family, if they would come around, but they wouldn't. That he kept hoping okay, after that I kept hoping he would change his mind, but he didn't. And guess what, Debbie? That's how we separated. Later on, I heard he got engaged to a girl from his tribe. Barely 6 months later, the same family that rejected me celebrated her like a queen. People asked me how I didn't see all this coming. I won't lie, I did though. but love made me ignore the signs. Even now, I wonder how someone can walk away from 7 years like it was nothing. Wahala. Hey God, this story. You know one thing, this story when I read it, I always assess the story before I send it to you guys. It was something else. See, I understand that love is powerful, but you cannot carry a relationship alone. Only love, not lie. Especially in this Nigeria, where family often have the finances. So people, no matter how good your heart is, if your partner doesn't have the backbone to stand for you, forget it, because he will fold at the first pressure. If you're in a long-term relationship and they keep shifting timelines, not today, not tomorrow, I beg, ask hard questions. If someone can love you in private but not defend you in front of their people, then there's nothing you're doing there. I beg, in Nigeria, most families now will have the finances that them they control, that them won't talk, that them won't give the verdict. Please, before you waste your time, because you can't tell me that for 7 years, 7 whole years, you've been wasting my time for 7 years. Eh? You've been wasting my time for 7 years. Then you come and tell me that I don't have to speak your language. Ara, na madness. I don't know how I want to speak this Igbo. Now madness they worry you for 7 years. That's so much. You can't do that now. You knew that your family doesn't like intertribal marriage. Don't test. You're testing waters. You're testing waters that what happened. Using somebody else's life to play. Now you then keep for 7 years. What would you do? If you as a man, a company said, see, we're going to pay you this amount of money. Don't look for any job because we'll call you at any time and they will keep you first, day, second, third. You don't go tire. You keep a human's love. You kill a human's love, kill a human's heart for 7 years. Nothing to show for it. You're coming to say your family waiting. That one na madness. Is that madness? That's madness. Because that's rubbish. What kind of thing is that? How can your family not dictate for you? You don't know how to talk. Are they going to marry the wife? When you get married, are they going to live with you? Communicate to grandchildren, communicate grandchildren. And I don't know whether I go born. Hi yaka. God. Let me not speak in tongues. Because this one they vex me. It's vexing me. Please guys, see this particular story, share your thoughts, drop your opinions in the comments, because it is God 7 years. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Hey, let's wait 7 years in marriage, just supposed to give advice. There's somebody 7 years you spend your time, there's somebody come and tell you don't know how to speak my language. Language should die 1 million times. Language should die 1 million times. Please guys, if you've been through something like this, you know who has, please share your story, because you don't know who the story might help. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's the madness that is raving in some families. I don't know. Please guys, don't forget, I've told you, if you have a story or you have someone that you know, you're around someone that this same thing happened to, please don't forget to share. More real stories and honest advice coming to your screen, guys. Just turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any single story we drop here at all. And if you have a story to share, anonymous or not, please send it to me in the email in the description box, and I will read it here, guys. I will read it here. This is Dear Debbie, where every single story has a voice. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.